Okay, so your head might hurt a little bit, but that's okay. Keep going back and reviewing those. Keep working through the PDF folder and come see me if we need to go over this in class. I do not mind doing that at all. This is one of the hardest chapters you'll ever read, and try to comprehend and understand. Every other person before you in this course has struggled with this. I promise you're not alone. So come see me if you need help. Okay, so we're going to pick up where we left off. So we have a /28, 240, 16 total subnets with 16 addresses in each one. Okay, so we have subnet 0. Subnet 0. Instead of putting 4 green M&Ms in, we're going to put 16 in. 8, 12, 16. So I now have 16 M&Ms in here. 2 of them I'm going to take away. Network, host. Can't use these 2. So we now have 16 minus 2 is 14. We now have 14 addresses that we can assign to a computer. Okay. In subnet 1 now, subnet 1, I'm going to add 16 more green M&Ms. By all means, come in and play with these if you want. I have a whole bag of M&Ms in all of these cups. Okay? But keep in mind now, we're still same size cup, equal amounts of M&Ms in each one. This is basic subnetting. What I'm going to do for you now is we're going to, and keep practicing this, but for video time's sakes, and so I don't have to keep doing all these short little segments reenacting this, come practice them. Come get my M&Ms and my cups if that's what you need to do to practice this out. Work through the workbook. You have to spend time practicing this. This is the only way you're going to learn it. Okay? We're going to go to your scenario in the book. So we're going to bump up a little bit. I'm still going to keep you in the class C for now, so I'm going to change the numbers a little bit to help you out. We're going to utilize the 256 addresses in a subnet C, which is kind of confusing. So I have some different size cups now. So the little paper ones with the leaves on them, like this, are 3-ounce cups. Then I have some clear white ones, like this, little opaque looking cups. These are 9-ounce cups. And I'm only telling you this because I need you to see that we have different sized swimming pools, different sized pools here. And then I have some clear cups that look like this. They are 14-ounce cups. So here's what happens. As you start thinking about how you're going to divide your network up and becoming more efficient with your IP addresses, your pools get bigger. So in this instance, the cups get bigger. 14-ounce, 9-ounce, 3-ounce. Okay? So in this scenario, let's use Kansas Wesleyan for an example. So let's use some bigger departments, and we'll stay in the science hall. Let's say that we are going to divide out by size and department. Biggest department in the science hall is the nursing department. Okay? Then the next biggest would be the business department. Next biggest would be computers. Next biggest would be, let's just pick chemistry. They have 2 teachers. Okay? So what happens here is you need to use your space efficiently. So we have an address space, and we're going to stick with the 192.168.0.0 for now. Next week, I'll let you watch all of these practice. Next week, I'll record a couple of lectures where we get bigger, where we go into class Bs. And I won't do many class As. You can practice them, but it takes a lot of time, and the same concept is true. But we have 255 addresses. Everything we've done up till then is keep them all the same. right? 0, 1, 2, 3. What we've done is same size cup, same amount of addresses. Well, now we need to split that up, and we need to make it so that we can efficiently use address spaces and not waste a lot of IPs. So what happens if we're in that last scenario where we have a /28 and we have 16 in each one? But chemistry only has 2 teachers. Okay, if we would use that scenario and keep everyone in equal sized cups with equal amount of M&Ms, we would have 2 M&Ms removed because we can't use network or broadcast. Those are reserved for network issues that we'll talk about. We have 2 M&Ms where we've assigned addresses, but then we have 12 more M&Ms that are just sitting in this cup doing nothing. Can't use them. We're not hiring any more chemistry faculty. They're just sitting there. We can't do anything with it. Okay? So we need to make the best use of address space and utilize all IP addresses as effectively as we can. So how do we do that? Well, we create customized masks inside the big pool. So we get different sized cups with different amounts of addresses inside the same pool. So let's stay with our address space of 192.168.0. Okay? And let me just write this again. So what we want to have happen is you start with the largest first. Keep in mind, we have to stay within the powers of 2. Okay? So if we have, and let's just use, we're going to divide out 256 addresses. We're going to go to a normal class C, a /24, where we use the last address space, all 8 bits. So our address space is 192.168.0.0. Our IP, or our subnet mask, is 255.255.255.0. So we're going to use all 8 bits in here. We want to do nursing, business, computers, and chemistry. So we're going to take all 256 addresses, not using 0 or 255. So we're going to use all 254 addresses effectively in this scenario. Nursing, business, computers, chemistry. Okay, and I'm going to stop here because I'm at 8 minutes and get you another recording. We're going to pick up right where we left off.